Karen hit my disabled son at a cookout. I prosecuted her myself. It was supposed to be a chill Saturday. You know, just burgers, corn on the cob, folding chairs in the yard, and that perfect mix of charcoal smoke and bug spray in the air. We'd been planning this cookout for weeks, neighbors bringing potato salad, my wife's famous peach cobbler cooling on the windowsill, and my son Jaden in his little wheelchair, smiling ear to ear because we'd set him up with a front row view of the grill. Jaden's 8, cerebral palsy, sharp as a tack, obsessed with dinosaurs and courtroom dramas, go figure. He calls me the boss sometimes because he saw me in a courthouse once and thought I was Batman in a tie. But that day, I wasn't just dad. I was state prosecutor Benjamin Carter. And trust me, by sunset, that title meant everything. Let me walk you through how one slap burned a whole damn reputation to the ground. So it started with Karen, or as she likes to call herself, Mrs. Darlington of the Willowcrest HOA. Short blonde hair, high heels on grass like she's allergic to dirt, and an attitude that somehow manages to be both condescending and clueless at the same time. She wasn't even invited. She just happened to be walking by, holding her yappy purse dog, pretending to be interested in the block party, when we all know she was looking for something to complain about. At first, she circled the buffet table like a hawk, judging a potluck. Then she made comments. These sausages aren't gluten-free. Who approved this music? Why is he sitting so close to the fire pit, meaning Jaden, my son, whose wheelchair was nowhere near the damn flames? I tried to be civil, told her, Karen, maybe today's not the day, but she gave me this look like I was a clerk at a store that wouldn't take her expired coupon. Then it happened. Jaden dropped a plastic plate on the grass, just a little plate, blue with cartoon dinosaurs, his favorite. Karen bent down, picked it up, and I thought for one blessed second she might be helping. But then she said loud enough for the whole yard to hear, "You need to learn some manners. Little boy," and she slapped him, open palm, across the cheek. You ever feel the whole world freeze like? All the conversation stopped. The grill hissed a little louder, and suddenly all I could hear was my son crying and my pulse pounding like war drums in my ears. I didn't scream. I didn't push her. I just stepped forward, picked up Jaden, held him tight, and whispered, "You're okay. I got you." Karen. She took a step back, already sputtering. He was being rude. He threw it. He made a mess. And I said, very calmly, "You just assaulted a disabled child in front of 30 witnesses." She turned pale, stammered something about correction and respect, then tried to leave. Too late. By that point, my neighbor Tony was already dialing 911. Marcus had the whole thing on video. And me, I walked straight to my car, with Jaden in one arm and the other dialing a number I never thought I'd have to call outside the office. "Yeah, this is Ben Carter. I need a CPS officer and a deputy here in 20. We have an incident." "No, not a civilian. I'm involved. It's personal." The moment they arrived, Karen tried to flip the script, cried, claimed she was defending herself, said Jaden had lunged. It didn't fly, because the footage was clear. The statements were unanimous. And cherry on top, she already had 3 prior complaints on record with the HOA for aggressive behavior. One was a shouting match with a mail carrier. One involved a kid's soccer ball ruining her petunias. This time she crossed the line, and she crossed it in front of the wrong dad. I recused myself from prosecuting the case directly, conflict of interest, but I made sure the assistant DA had everything. Photos, footage, medical records, statements from neighbors. Jaden's cheek still red an hour later. And the most damning piece, Karen herself, on video, saying kids like that don't belong near food anyway. Kids like that. Yeah, that's the line she said right before half the block walked off her side of the street and never came back. In court, she sat behind her lawyer, shrinking smaller each time a new clip played. The judge, a stern woman I've worked with for over a decade, didn't even hide her disgust. 3 months probation, anger management, 200 hours of community service, all served at a center for disabled youth. The irony, she had to serve lunch to kids just like Jaden. And Jaden, he asked me one night, "Did the bad lady go to jail?" I said, "No, but she's learning what sorry really means." He thought about that, then smiled and went back to his coloring book. And me, I still host that BBQ every year. Bigger now, more families, more kids. The grill's been upgraded. The playlist louder. Jaden picks it, but no Karen. Never again. What would you do if this happened to your child? Are you team BBQ or team HOA? Does Karen deserve probation or should she have gone to jail? Comment below and let the community know where you stand. The end.